The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Balduran, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no one and no savior.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages.
Ancient Ansur, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow. A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage. Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn, fodder for cleverer minds?
I'm afraid I have little experience with lance sport, let alone the command of soldiers.
I've been known to shuffle a few knights around in my day. Might I offer a suggestion? First, threaten the Black King. Move your rook 1 square to the right. That leaves Black only 2 choices. Option 1. The Black Bishop can take your rook. This leaves your queen free to move 3 squares to the right and checkmate Black's king, your knight pinning him down. Option 2. Black's king retreats up and right. Your knight can then move 2 squares left and 1 up to make the king, your rook preventing his escape.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes.
Mercy, please. Justice should be a harsh lesson. All the better to deter the next vagabond.
Both. Relevant words for times of strife, and for a dragon's underground trial, if we're lucky.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the VIII, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him. Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down. With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Hells. The Great Worm is nothing but bone and memories.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Ansur binds you despite your best efforts. Yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Balduran. Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Ansur, it's been too long.
Balduran? No.
I don't believe it.
We knew each other once, long ago. We crossed the Kalin together and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Ansur was my friend. Friend, yes, and more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness, Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Ansur. I never thought I'd see him again. I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past. Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a Mind Flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansur who found me. Ansur who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansur who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a Mind Flayer. He came to me as I slept, a mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. One netherstone remains. We must find it before the brain breaks free.
I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansur.
The helm of Balduran.
The worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I failed, father. The worm is fallen.
A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I don't understand.
You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the great Ansur. You are stronger than even the Great Worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Grand Duke. I look the part of a fiend.
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner.
Uncertainty fills the air. Will has reached a fork in his path. In which direction will he travel?
Will?
I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the men and monsters that hunt the helpless.
It is in the wilds that I find my courage, not in the halls of upper city estates.
There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers.
I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail the Blade of Avernus!
The Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you can triumph.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the Hells. Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the Hells ever. No such thing as a home in the Hells. If Hope's happy, good for her. But mark my words, some devil or other will push in and claim the place sooner or later. Stick around in Avernus long enough, and you'll run out of hope entirely. No, soldier. I'd rather live out my days in the world I love than live forever in a world I hate. I don't know much, but I do know that. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Be very welcome to Flymm's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it?
Gortash's dad, and he seems proud.
He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a handsome devil.
Nothing. It's as though the inner workings of his mind have been wiped clean.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes.
Gods. Gortash has a mother. I assumed he sprang fully formed from a lich's arse crack or something.
Your tadpole squirms. These people are infected with the parasite, but something is off. You search her mind, but the psionic forces that control her are different, split somehow. Your own consciousness slips into the gap.
Help me! Gods, help me! Enver's ruined my mind, he's taken my body. I should have slammed the door in his face, but I let him in and he rammed some kind of worm in our eyes. I'm here, but I can't speak. I can't act. I'm trapped. He said he wanted to make us powerless. Still bitter after all these years, but we did what was best for him, for all of us. We had debts, world-ending debts, trying to keep this cursed shop afloat. Dangerous lenders who said they'd bury us all if we didn't pay. Then a warlock offered us a pretty penny for Enver's service. He was a smart boy. Too smart. It was give him up, and all of us live or refuse and die. What choice did we have? We got good coin for him. Closed our debts and all of us kept our lives. Enver included. You may disagree, Enver did, but we don't deserve this torment. You're the first person who's heard the real me in months. My son, you've seen what he's like, same now as when he was a boy. Hateful little wretch. If you were me, you'd have sent him away too, believe you me. There has to be. I can't live like this. I'm trapped. Trapped. There has to be another way. I deserve to live again. I deserve my own life. Wait!
Your tadpole lashes and recoils. The connection is broken.
Come again soon.
So, Gortash's parents sold him to a warlock. Why does that sound so familiar? I've got no interest in empathizing with the fuck. But maybe what he did to me was some kind of mirror of what happened to him. When you get fucked up, you fuck up right back.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond! Did you see what happened? Is my little girl... Is Obedia safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurosita, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. My fellow Gondians, flee this prison. We're bringing this place down. Wait. Elevator gyroscopes. Triple set quadrupex. No, it can't be. I hear it through the floor. Powerful, indestructible. The ultimate watcher. The Titan.
Sounds like a challenge.
It shames me to admit this, but you must face this beast of Gondian folly alone. I would be crushed in an instant. When it raises its shields, strike it with every scrap of magic and might you possess, and pray to God that it does not fire upon you. Good luck, my friend. The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the Steel Watchers, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the Steel Watch, but the very Foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend? Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the Foundry. Well, it won't stain this beautiful city with its abominations. Not anymore. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter. He'll never find us. We have safe houses all over the city. We are no threat. I swear it.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this!
Wulbren, enough! I won't watch as you poison your soul, and the brilliant future that remains to the Iron Hand gnomes. I thought the Iron Hand gnomes had corrupted you, Wulbren. Now, I wonder if it wasn't the other way around. Kill the Gondians, and you kill all we love. Collaboration, challenge, solving problems with the power of reason, creativity, and invention. I still want to believe you're better than that, Wulbren. But even I am having my doubts. I say you're right. They deserve a leader who'll encourage them to create, not destroy. They deserve someone like me. I can't save you from yourself, Wulbren. It hurts terribly, but I can't. Toss your values in the bin if you want, but don't throw out the Iron Hands with them.
This is ridiculous. Iron Hands. Kill this man. How dare you? Cowards!
The Gondians recognize Barkus Root as leader of the Iron Hand Gnomes, and look forward to ushering in a new peace between our factions.
It is with a heavy heart that I remove Wulbren Bongal from our ranks. You have until first light to leave the city. Wulbren.
I expect treachery from all sides, but you, little Barkus, the boy who followed me from the Underdark, who clung to me like moss to stone, when we next meet, my hammer will cleave your skull in two, and that is a promise!
Well, here we are. A most unexpected outcome. I am many things. A leader is not one of them. But no time like the present to learn. And I can't do any worse than Wulbren, sorry as I am to say it. I don't know when he became so angry, so violent. But I'm glad to say I see the truth of it now. At last. Thank you for your encouragement. I needed it. And have done since the day we met. I may have lost Wulbren, but I found a far preferable ally. Friend, even. Now, myself and the Iron Hand gnomes have much to disentangle. But when you're ready to face what's waiting for you, believe me, we will be at your side. Shoo then. For now. My friend.
This was your doing, wasn't it, Karlach? The destruction of my steel watch. Such a petty vengeance.
Those things were evil. Just like their papa. To think I ever worked for you. Proudly, too.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart. As though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
You ought to reconsider. Divided, the Elder Brain will create an illithid army, yourself included in its ranks. Together, we can tame it. I'm sorry you feel wronged by how things ended between us all those years ago. But now, we must look to the future.
You make it sound like we were lovers. Or friends. But that wasn't it. I trusted you. I respected you. It was my job to protect you. And that's what I did. I was so young. I didn't recognize evil when I saw it. When you turned on me, I was too dumbstruck to realize what was happening. No way he'd hurt me, I thought. You betrayed me for reasons I still don't quite understand. But I suppose evil has no real cause. It just is. Until it isn't.
You utter brat. You're going to burn this place down.
Good.
No, you have to stop her. Do it, now!
Stones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A morphic pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain. To conceal it, one would imagine, and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground. If memory serves, there are smuggling routes beneath the city. They will take you underground. When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom. But a word of caution. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us. I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it, then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life, and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something? I can't do it anymore. 10 years, man! It's enough! It's enough. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die. Don't say that. Say you found some way to fix me. That now Gortash is dead, I'll get my heart back. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as a Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil! It isn't fair. I don't want it like this. You could try. You got a wish spell in that pack of yours. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you. Hey, soldier. You're back. Yeah. Despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlach just won't let me. Did I miss anything important? Would you believe it if I said I'm all right? You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that, despite it all, I'm happy? In that case, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die. All right. But if we don't, I hope I can count on you. You haven't let me down yet, and it'd be a poor showing to start now. Now, enough tragedy, I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry any more, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, soldier. I'm extremely glad to be in this thing together.